Hello, everybody. It's Josh Rimany here with your Functional RX podcast, and Happy New Year. It is January 2020. We are in a new decade, not just a new year. And January is the time to talk about, health and wellness, right? People always have this New Year's resolution of losing weight, getting fit, doing this, doing that. So we're going to talk today about what we're going to be doing here at Dilworth all year long about this one thing. I had a clarity moment in December kind of forecasting, because we've been working really hard at bringing some of these functional wellness, personalized lifestyle plan, focused wellness activities and plans here for everybody. And I had this moment of clarity, and it was, because we were always launching a plan, doing this, doing that, what do we want people to do, that kind of thing. And it wasn't really about that. It was really about, I look back at our mission and vision statement and what we accomplished over the last few years. And I was just like, what our theme for 2020 is going to be is to build a community of wellness, like to build a wellness community. That's our number one primary goal this year, and I'm so happy because that brings the whole vision together.
Well, so what kind of you did is you sat down and said, all right, here's the general 4 main subjects, or the top 4 subjects that people are coming to me about functional wellness or sicknesses.
Yeah.
And so we're going to start with those. And every quarter, there's 4 quarters in a year, we're going to hit one of these main topics. That way we can reach the most amount of people that need our help.
And so, we have a personalized wellness plan, right? You can sign up and we can just totally dive in and give you the ultimate personalized wellness plan. But what the heck does that mean to somebody, right? So I broke it down into the 4 major categories of why people come to Dilworth or a pharmacy for chronic conditions. And so I broke it down. I'm like, we can't launch everything all at once. One, it would be crazy. We wouldn't know what we were doing. All of a sudden it would just fall. So I said, basically, let's chunk this into 4 quarters for this year and create let's implement and do these 4 awesome programs that we can tailor to that patient's specific pain point and help us actually create that wellness community of Dilworth and beyond.
So what are these 4 topics that we're going to discuss throughout the year for your patients? What are the main 4 subjects?
So the first one we're rolling out in I thought was be really good for quarter 1, because in January everyone thinks weight loss, right? Mm-hmm. They think, I cheated too much. It was the holidays.
I gained 10 pounds.
It gives us reason to gain 10 pounds, eat cookies, and then in January 1 comes, it's like New Year's resolution.
I need to lose 10 pounds.
I got to lose 10 pounds. So what we're going to do in quarter 1 is really roll out what we're calling our Empower program. And the reason I call it Empower is we want to empower our patients to recover their health and wellness and become vibrantly healthy. So it's a cardio-metabolic program. What does that mean? It's cardiovascular and metabolic. So it's not just weight loss, because that's metabolic side. It's cardiovascular. And the reason I say that is because they are intertwined.
Right.
We always associate cardiovascular disease, CVD, and weight loss as separate, and they're totally together. So in functional medicine, we call it cardiometabolic.
And next episode, we're gonna go deep dive into what is this cardiometabolic. So don't worry, we're gonna elaborate on it, but just kind of general, hey, it's some cardiovascular, some metabolic. Well, like I said, listen next week. We'll dive into it.
So next week we're gonna do really deep dive into the program. But I really wanted to talk to people about why and what we were doing in rolling out these programs at Dilworth. We're really putting our foot forward for this community of wellness. So really the first quarter is designed around how do we clean up the diet in a right way? Clean eating. Everyone's done the Whole30 or talked about that stuff. It's just one piece of it, right? So cleaning up the diet, what types of supplements are good for me? Really just embracing the health piece for people, because January is the perfect time for that. So first quarter, first 3 months, we're really going to focus on this cardiometabolic side of people. So let's tackle their weight loss, but that's not the only piece. They want to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just fat loss. It's not weight loss. It's more than that. So we have more of a scientifically validated based program that's going to tackle more than just their weight loss. Okay, so it's not just nutrition and health. It's also, looking at their lifestyle plan. So it's all about what other personal recommendations do we make in order for this patient to be whole and treat the body as a whole. So the stress, sleep, mood, relaxation, all these things can be addressed within the program, but we're really tackling the patient's pain point, which is how do we improve their weight, health, energy. So you think about it, it's like, so we'll be doing a huge deep dive into that, but this podcast is really like, hey, let's get ready. We're here to build a wellness community. What does that mean? I want to we're going to do like a private Facebook group so people can be accountable as in a community as they roll into this program, or if they even don't want the program.
Well,
we're going to be doing monthly seminars, which I'm super happy and excited for, because then we get to do a bigger deep dive into cardiometabolic disease and what they can do, and they don't necessarily have to go in through the whole patient-specific personalized program. They can get value by listening to the podcast, going on the Facebook page and seeing how other people in the community that we're building in this wellness. I want people to be active in this because they're passionate about getting healthy and they're passionate about doing this as a community. Like, this is the piece that's missing in health and wellness, is we're all in this together. We're not in this by ourselves.
And I mean, you saw a big need for accountability and accountability partners, and that's why we're trying to go into more of a community involvement kind of avenue, just because you can't do it on your own. You can try, and you might be successful, but generally you're going to have somebody that you need to lean on to help you get through whatever you need to get through, and that's what you want to be able to do.
And that's why it's not just helping our patients be healthy and well, right?
Right.
It's it's to encourage, empower, and enhance the community's well-being. That's our vision statement. So why not start with a wellness community, which means they can do seminars. We're going to do group visit models so people can actually have some accountability within the group, right? That's how people. You used to do CrossFit and stuff like that. It's that community that drives the people to come, that drives the people to do it. And we have that on a one-on-one level. That's why Jamie's a health coach, and I've got Connie as the nutritionist, and me as the functional medicine guru guy. Is we have this accountability system within the patients. It's not just here, eat right, exercise, and go. Right? That's what doesn't work. We all know that. So let's embrace that. Let's build this community of wellness together, and let's see what happens. I'm excited for this. It's going to be super fun.
I don't know if you can understand the excitement that Josh has, but he's like texted me probably 2 or 3 times a week, like, "Hey man, I'm excited for 2020." I'm like, "I know. You keep telling me."
Well, because we're going to do it. Like, this is so fun because trust me guys, like, I've spent the last 6 years like building and planning this, and it's like that aha was, we're building a program, we're going to launch it every quarter, and all of a sudden I was like, we're actually building a wellness community. So let's literally build the wellness community.
So, okay, we talked about quarter 1, we're going cardiometabolic. What's quarter 2 that we're going to be bringing? What's the next kind of topic that people are having issues with?
Quarter 2 is huge, stress.
Everybody's stressed.
Everybody's stressed and nobody knows how to handle it, right? It's always, can I handle my stress? If I didn't have that X stress, I'd be fine.
Then you stress about not knowing how to handle your stress.
Well, and the thing is that's the root cause of 70 to 80% of chronic conditions. Mm-hmm. That's the 90% of people go to the doctor by that one simple phrase. They come because they're stressed. Inflammation, blood sugar regulation. Then we talk cardiometabolic. Right. That stress piece is the big piece of that. Yep. So if we focus on the stress and we know what the personal lifestyle and functional lifestyle plan to actually handle the stress response system in the right way with the certain tools that we can use and the labs and the things that we can do, what if I could tell you, if you work with me for 3 to 6 months on this thing and you do the education, you do the stuff, and you're going to be less stressed and totally healthy, and
who wouldn't,
right? So you can't just say, here, be less stressed.
Right.
So understanding the stress response system, getting the people on the right things at the right time.
I mean, a lot of these programs,
personalizing it.
Right? A lot of these programs go into the what. Like, yes, you're stressed, but they don't go into the why and the how. And that's what you're trying to dive into for people. Like, well, you're stressed because of this, and then here's how you can solve it, and here's how it's going to benefit you. So you can really help people kind of move through this journey rather than just say, hey, you're stressed out, take this pill.
Yeah, what is it? Like, chill out, man, you'll be fine. Like, that's not how it works.
Awesome advice.
We're running from tigers. Our brain thinks we're running from tigers from the minute we wake up to the minute we go to bed, which is why people aren't sleeping. So why hit the sleeping pill when you're stressed?
Which leads us into quarter 3, right?
Yes. So quarter 3, which is probably going to be the most impactful from a patient perspective mind, because it's really hard to talk to somebody about, hey, we're going to do a stress program. They can't conceptualize that. So it's your job to help me kind of do that for patients and get them to understand it. Pain. Pain is going to be huge. Pain and gut are the 2 things that we can help people with that are going to help transform their lives. We live in we're in an epidemic of opiate overdosing and overprescribing. It's very evident that we need to do something about that. So what are we going to do? There's a functional approach to helping someone recover from pain. We've talked CBD a lot. That's a component of the pain response system. That's how we get people off opiates. How do we functionally treat someone in pain with diet and exercise and nutrition and stress? Like, all those things have a component of pain. This musculoskeletal system has a science piece, and pharmacies are super poised to tackle this one epidemic that we have in this country, but they try to do it as pharmaceuticals only, and it's not working.
Right. Like, I've been trying to work out again, I've been playing basketball, my knee's sore. Well, I know my knee is sore because I have inflammation. I have inflammation because I'm somewhat stressed, and the food that I'm eating is inflammatory food. So they all kind of coincide to equal optimal health, which is what we're trying to, what's the tagline?
Was to encourage, empower, and enhance our community's well-being.
Right. And you want people to live better and stay well.
The tagline, yeah.
The tagline.
It's simple. It's simple. Live better, stay well. That's what we do. Like, we don't want to live longer. We want to live better.
Right.
We want to stay well. We just don't want to be well tomorrow and then go on another bender. And, people don't realize every single one of these programs, whether it's weight, which you can tell you are what you eat. You put the food in, you eat. You have bad cardiovascular disease and weight, but then you go to stress. Well, food is a component of that. You go to pain. Food is a huge component of that. If I change someone's food plan around, I turn the Christmas trees lights off. When someone's in pain, the pain receptors are so lit up within the fascia and everything else, like in the body. So let's turn those signals down so you don't feel as much pain. Well, people don't realize it's the food they're eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's a highly inflammatory food because of the omega-6 to omega-3 balance, all the processed foods, gluten.
It's science.
If I put someone off gluten, even if they're not celiac, and I say, just try it. Try it for 1 month and let me know what happens to your pain. Their pain goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about that. So I'm super excited. Quarter 4, we're going to talk a little bit about immune, autoimmune, gut. Why is that related?
Which is a great time for it because we've got, flu season getting ready to come around then.
And so what's great about talking about immune function for cough, cold, and adding in why people have autoimmune issues like irritable bowel, Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, all those unexplainable things that people use meds for but don't work. We're going to be able to hit that in the same space.
So you're telling me it's explainable?
Yes.
Huh.
You can reverse these things through functional and lifestyle medicine, which is super critically important. So we have a whole lot of work to do this year. I'm super excited to bring it. We'll still fill your scripts, but this is what we're really doing this year. And I'm super excited because we are literally building a wellness community from the ground up, and it's going to be awesome.
Guys, thanks for listening. Always make sure you subscribe, share with some of your friends. We want to spread the word of this community wellness and help as many people as possible.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we get, even if we do 30 patients in our program, should help spark the wildfire of what we're trying to do here. Because if I get 30 fantastic outcomes, that's going to exponentially just skyrocket.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for this, guys. I can't wait to do it. If you have any questions, go on our website. We're going to be doing some landing pages for all these programs. And then also just give us a call, give the wellness department a call and ask us, because we do these 30-minute evals on everybody to see if they're a fit for these programs. That's free of charge, no obligation. We just want to help people, and that's what we're doing this year. Super. Thanks, guys, for listening. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next podcast. It's going to be awesome. It really explains that cardiometabolic. I'm Josh Rimany, and this is your Functional RX podcast. We'll see you later.